I'm going to talk about in this video takes a lot of grit to confront. All right, I'm just warning you now. Right, so, but what it does is that it identifies truly for you, because it did for me as well, why I wasn't achieving my goals. And so that's what I'm going to talk about, is the 7-day reveal. All right, so first, if you've been following along through my whole series, I want to congratulate you, because we have just stepped up on the bridge to the pipeline. So the pipeline has to do with generating leads, contacting, setting appointments, doing presentations, follow-up, and so forth. And that's how you get a customer, you serve them, you make money. And it's true in every business in the whole world. All right. But I found that some people were not doing that, and so I created an undercut, and I just call it the bridge to the pipeline. Okay, so we just got done with all of the focusing on vision, breaking that vision down into goals, breaking those down into daily actions, and so forth. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to carve out the space in your life to do it. And so a lot is going to be, I think, revealed here, okay? So, finding out what my son, not son, really wants, okay? So this is my son. He's 10 years old. This is his jiu-jitsu professor. It's a black belt. He's giving him a stripe on his yellow belt, all right? So this is going to have some meaning. This is my son, and we sat down on, I think it was 2 days after that. January the 13th is when that was taken. And so it was a couple of days after that we sat down, and I have another jam board, and it's in my office. And so I just asked him, "Hey man, what do you want?" He goes, "What do you mean what do I want? What I want for Christmas? It just happened, you know?" And so I said, no. And so we just began to, well, what do you want to do with jiu-jitsu? What do you want to do with math? What do you want to do with basketball? What do you want to do? And I was just asking him, like, where does he want to take it? All right. So, and then I said, like, let's just throw out next year. And then we're going to break that down. Okay. And so this is his subject. So it was math, science, language, basketball, and jiu-jitsu, money saved, strength, endurance, foods. Okay, so that's kind of the way this all happened. You can see his handwriting over here, because he was then writing it down. And this thing right here, BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, beat Maya. So there's a girl in the class that always beats him, and he doesn't want to be beat anymore. Okay, so there we go. That's the main thing that I wanted to share, because now I'm going to show you something. So he and we broke all this down into what he was going to do. And so for 1 year goal, it's going to be 50 push-ups, 3 pull-ups, master 2 takedowns, master 2 sweeps. These are all jiu-jitsu terms. Blah, blah, blah. Run a mile in under 10 minutes. All right? That was his goal. Why? To beat Maya in jiu-jitsu, to win BJJ tournaments, to advance in stripes and belts. All right. So then I wrote a situation. So this is a one-off goal. Situation is though continuing to grow in skill and strength through 2 times a week, blah, 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 blah. Okay? This was to put in a program that's going to make him stronger, make him more skilled in jiu-jitsu, and so forth. All right? So my plan was, so he's going to do push-ups, pull-ups, jogging and sprints, and jiu-jitsu skills. Okay. So now you've got kind of like what's going to happen here. So then I broke it down into 12 weeks, 90 days, okay? Yeah, it will be. So now you can see what I'm doing here. I had him do, this is progression. So you can think of this in the same way that I'm doing for him, for you to do with leads, all right? So 8, 2 times a day. So that was 2 sets of 8. And then he's going to do that Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So 2 times each day of Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then he's going to move it to 3 sets, 8 by 3 sets, and then 8 to 4 sets, and then 8 to 5 sets, and then 10. So we're jumping up to 10 for 2 sets, 10, 3 sets, 10, 4 sets, 10, 5 sets. Okay, so then we're going to assess where we are so that we don't blow 3 more quarters and miss our goal, or we can adjust our goal. Okay. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it down onto his calendar. It's my calendar, but I have it carved off for him. And then, so I put it on the calendar and I put it in his room. And then what he's going to do is he's going to exit off when he does it. If he doesn't get it done, he's got to make up the incompletes on Saturday or Sunday. All right. Cross it out when completed. Here we go. Now you're going to understand what this is all about, why I'm telling you this. What is pushed out of his life because this is now on his schedule? Because he has jujitsu on Tuesdays and Thursdays. What got pushed out? Video games. Watching television. Okay? That's what got pushed out. I'm not trying to remove what he enjoys doing. I'm trying to drive in what will most change his life. Okay, so he said he wanted to beat Maya, sorry. And okay, good. He wants that. Does he want it more than the other things that he's doing? So this is really important because I am the same with you. Whatever you want to do, I want you to do it. Period. Okay? I'm not trying to shame anybody. I'm not trying to convince somebody. I'm not trying to have anybody do anything. All that I'm trying to do is say, write what you really want and do it. Okay? And so if you put it on the calendar and then you have to cross it off as a done, then whatever was at 5 o'clock when he got home from school, then it's now changed. All right? So I am his shepherd for a short period of time, as I am with you. All right? And so that's the way I look at all of this. And I hope you're now starting to see what I'm really putting in, because the very beginning of this video, I told you that we got to carve out the space in order for you to do the business, because 99% of all people will say, I don't have time to do the business. You don't have time to make $1 million a year or $100,000 a year, but you sure have time to make less, right? That doesn't make any sense, okay? So that's the reason that I had to bring it in the way that I did, is so that you can get it. So 7-day reveal, how to get focused on the things you really want. Leave everything else for now, okay? Postpone them. Like put them in a someday maybe file, say, I don't need to do that anymore, or whatever it is, all right? So let's walk through this. So what you're going to do, if you choose, is to log everything. So I just created a calendar, and then I just wrote down, all right, 6:30 in the morning, plan day. So what you're doing is every 30 minutes, you're going to say, what did I get done? Made tea, planned the day. Next 30 minutes was worked out. Next 30 minutes was showered. Next 30 minutes was email, watched video. Okay, so in the email, somebody sent me a link to a video. I watched it. And then next 30 minutes, I watched another one that was in the related videos. And then I researched Crock-Pot. I read reviews on a Crock-Pot for 30 minutes, okay? All right, you get the idea about how your day can go away, all right? So this is Monday through Sunday. You're going to do it if you want to do it. So here are the procedures. You don't take a picture yet because I've got something else to show you down here, but then I suggest that you take a picture of it. So set a repeating 30-minute timer. Okay, so on your phone, you can create a 30-minute timer. It goes off. You log what you did. You restart it. Okay? B, turn on when you wake up, not when you get out of bed. Okay, so if you want to like roll around and look out the window for a while, no, you're going to have to start that start button. And I'm not telling you to get out of bed. I'm just telling you, start it and just see how you feel. Okay. C, turn off when you turn off the lights at night, not when you're getting ready to go to bed. No, turn it off when you turn the lights off. Write dones every 30 minutes. Sunday, calculate the time in each category. What are the categories? Categories are minutes doing the right thing at the right time. 2, minutes, right thing, wrong time. 3, minutes, wrong thing. Okay, so now would be the time for you to snap that picture if you wanted to get a screenshot of it. This shows who you, or I, are being. In other words, what you do, the habits that you have, is what is your bank account, your fit level, your relationships, everything. This is just going to show you, and I know and that's why I said it takes grit, all right? It's rude to look at yourself, right? So, but it's worth doing. All right, so here are some of my examples. And this is just to give you thoughts in what I look at. Okay? All right. So, right thing, right time. All right. So that would be network marketing, doing the pipeline, scheduling meetings on my calendar, training with intent to know, and training team on pipeline are doing it with them. Okay. So those are right thing, right time for the financial goal. Okay. Example. This is right thing, wrong time. Take kids to jiu-jitsu, right thing to do. Texting business associates or prospects, right thing, wrong time. Okay? Because I'm there to watch my kids. I'm supporting them. I'm very much a part of their jiu-jitsu life, right? So, and they do it, and every time they win, they hop up and look at me. Okay, so it's very important that when they do, I'm watching them. Wrong thing. Procrastinate. You're welcome to freeze the screen and read these if you want to. I'm just going to run through the underlying ones here. So procrastinate, watching news, social media scrolling, daydreaming, shiny objects, other ways to do the business, and it might be generating how to generate leads or something like that. Listening to gossip, so somebody has to tell me of something, and that's the wrong thing, okay, for me. More. But wait, there's more. Mentally invalidating network marketing. All right. So, or network marketing company. So a lot of times I'm hearing people do that. I'm not invalidating my company, but I hear people doing it. Okay. And so they call me and they say things, and I'm like, wasting money. I should be putting into advertisements. Wasteful direction, action, and activities that I don't, and the reason being is because I don't have a plan or not following my plan. All right. So it's very wasteful for me. Doing things I don't want to do because I'm trying to please another or others. Okay. So I want to stay on my goals, and then I am, it's attempts to pull them off. All right. And so postponing or doing nothing after spending time at looking at something. Okay. Other distractions that are outside those, and I consider them wrong actions to me now. How many items are on my desk other than monitor, speaker, mouse pad, and keyboard? Okay, because things that are around me are going to distract me. I'm going to look at them. Okay. How many browser tabs do I have open? How many applications do I have open? Looking at text messages when I should be focused. Okay, so that's time blocking where I'm going to focus on one thing for a period of time. All right. Then figure out how to better your distractions, as well as all the time and everything. So Sunday, you calculate minutes in each category. Ask, what simple action could I do immediately that would get myself doing more of the right things at the right time? Right? And then here's a pro tip. Put what you most want on your calendar. Drive everything else out. And that was what I was showing you when I showed you Tristan's calendar, that pushed out every day from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Okay, so it pushed out doing other things like video games or whatever it is. And so in the same way, I have done that to where I drive out all the things that are not part of my goals. And that is how you live an intentional life. It takes grit to live an intentional life. But come on, it's not that hard. It's the things you said you wanted. All right? So, all right. So please like, share, and comment on this video. I really appreciate it. It helps the algorithm for other people to be able in the network marketing space to learn this stuff. And then also, what do you think of this exercise? Is it too gritty for you? And was it helpful? All right. So, and you know, if you want to share some of the things that you get distracted on, right time, right place, or I'm sorry, right time, right thing, or wrong, or whatever it is, feel free to comment down below. I love to see people's like digging into the content and working with it. And so I appreciate that. And also, you can come into the Telegram group. You can ask me questions there as well as put your comments as well. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you.